The Voice Season 5 is going to be probably the most competitive, exciting season that we've seen so far. First of all, the 4 original coaches are back, and that brings back a lot of old rivalries right there. Second of all, I truly believe this is the most talented group of artists we've seen audition for this show so far. It's so exciting to have the original group of coaches back, just because it truly is like a family reunion, or you know, getting the old band back together. I keep hearing people say, but the truth is, I think it's going to create probably the most competitive season that we've seen on The Voice so far, because the 4 of us, it really brings back those original rivalries that we had in the beginning. You know, I think the thing about this original group of coaches getting back together again is it's a reminder of how lucky we were to accidentally somehow, you know, end up with 4 people who actually became instant friends, and who argue and bicker like friends do, like family do, and we love like family, and we put them back together. I think that's what's exciting about it, and that's what's special about it, is the odds of you know, the 4 of us even knowing each other, much less being put in this situation. It's even interesting to me every day to come to work and see what's going on, much less you know, being a viewer of the show. I think there was about 10 minutes when the 4 of us got back together again this season that we were all kind of looking at each other like, "You still the same? Are we still good? Is everybody?" And then it instantly fell back into what it's always been, which is you know, the Brat Pack, or whatever it is you want to call us. We're still up to no good, and still having a ball doing this. You know, every now and then I think back to that original meeting we had at some high-rise building here in Los Angeles with NBC and the coaches, when we first talked about putting together The Voice and being a coach on The Voice, and that was such a cool day looking back at it, and the fact that nothing's really changed. The fact that nothing has really changed, and we're all still just doing anything we can to win this thing, and the fact that you would think we would have it figured out by now, and we still don't really. I think I've been extra lucky, and I think we're finding out that each season's different, because you have different artists out there, and you have to treat each artist as a unique case-by-case situation. It's real easy to stay humble when you've won 3 championships in a row, because you're only as good as your last win on this show. And man, it's a brand new season, and I got to start all over again, man. And you know, I don't know what it is, but Adam has this special thing about him in these blind auditions that he just wins all the 4 chair turns. I mean, 90% of these dang things go to Adam, and for the life of me, I can't figure it out. I think I actually have figured out what it is about Adam that gets all the 4 chair turns. I think it's the fact that he won't shut up and let anybody else talk. Yeah, I think the secret to winning on The Voice is an understand. We should all understand that every one of us for sure has somebody that can win this competition on our team. Out of each set of 12, at least one person on your team could probably win this thing. You got to figure out who that is, and you can't be selfish. You can't have an agenda. You can't force your opinions on somebody else. You have to figure out who your winner is, and figure out who it is they want to be, and showcase it. That's all you got to do. And so many times we see these artists go away that we're all sitting there going, "Really, you kicked that one out? I mean, you just handed this to us." And a lot of times now with the steals available, it's a chance to really humiliate another coach. And last year with Sasha Allen, you know, we saw that almost happen. I mean, she hung around, and it was eating Adam alive that he let her go. My favorite part of this show, besides winning, is the blind auditions, because you know, there's no lump in your throat the whole time like there is the rest of the season. Whenever you know that person that's on the stage, and you've given them this advice, and you're hoping they do the best they can, and everybody looks good. And the blind auditions, it's just sitting there, basically like listening to the radio. And if you don't like what you're hearing, you flip the station. If you do like what you're hearing, you turn it up. That's kind of what that button represents. And there really is no skin in the game at that point. It's just a relaxed, fun atmosphere, and that's why people love the blinds. Yeah, I think it's an advantage being the only country singer on the panel because I'm the only one that really recognizes great country talent. I mean, and the other coaches, I think, would tell you that. I mean, they know what they like, but they don't really know what is current and what's popular at the moment. And I have a working, everyday knowledge of country music and what's working out there. And it definitely gives me an advantage with country artists, but you know, a disadvantage when it comes to pop or rock. You know, it's just not what I do. It's not what I listen to all the time. I do on occasion, but I'm definitely no expert in those areas, and so I think it helps me, but it also hurts me in some ways too.